The coronavirus shutdown has hit the Ugandan community in North America with a force like no other. Students in Canada have been particularly affected. Anthony Wiamukam, a student at the University of Calgary, Alberta, had this today about the predicament of Ugandans in Canada.
They are not sure how long this situation will stay, considering that some had planned to reunite with their families to return back home, but then it is not possible for them to get back home.
Biamukama says most affected students are on private sponsorship schemes.
Therefore, they would need financial support in any case if the government can step in.
Canada has reported more than 40,000 COVID-19 infections, with nearly 2,000 deaths. The bid to beat back the deadly virus has exposed stuck back gaps between Canadian citizens and permanent residents on the one hand, as well as Ugandan students on the other. Uganda's ambassador to Canada says she's taken in some of the students.
Most of the places where they were working has been closed down. So some of them have reported to me that they no longer have food, and the landlords want to throw them out because they have not paid for the hostel fees.
The ambassador, however, worries greatly about self-sponsored students as well as other Ugandans who relocated to Canada.
So it becomes very difficult for the government of Canada to take care of them because they are still not Canadians. Apparently, the government of Canada is looking into helping our own citizens.
Well, Quebec and Ontario are the hardest hit provinces in Canada. A disproportionately high number of Ugandans have returned positive tests in the province of Toronto.
15 Ugandans have already been infected by COVID-19. 6 of them are undergoing treatment, and then the 9 are in isolation and under close observation.
Meanwhile, the Ugandan embassy in the U.S. capital of Washington has issued a letter calling upon stranded Ugandans to get in touch. Ambassador Moul Katende signed off the letter. Humphrey Nabimanya is one of the Ugandans stuck in Washington, D.C. He says not all is rosy.
Having friends around and that are quite supportive, it's what we are having, that supportive system. You know, you stay here, you stay there, and you can manage life slowly, but it's not really that easy.
Nabimanya, who is the founder and team leader of Reach a Hand Uganda, says the health of his organization back in Uganda has him worried.
That's why I'm saying that we are hopeful if the government can intervene, like how other governments have really intervened,
Right,
to ensure that their citizens are going back home safely. It is something, you know, home is home at the end of the day. So right. There's so much that you can do from home. However much you can be in lockdown at home, this business can try to move. Even the people that are trusting us with their investments, even back at home, when they know that you're back at home, you know, also they know that their investments are quite really secure.
That has been Humphrey Nabimanya from Washington, D.C. He's a Ugandan, of course. He's also stranded like any other. Most of the Ugandans, of course, know him from Reach a Hand, Uganda. So we shall be contacting him to see, I mean, whatever happens, or also check on him to make sure that at least he's still in touch with the Embassy of Uganda in Washington. Back to you in the studio. It's still me, Maurice Ochol, here in Los Angeles, California.